Let's face it, life isn't easy. If you're stuck in a bad relationship, betrayed or afraid of tomorrow, financially insecure, or desperate for a breakthrough, you've come to the right place. Dr. Carmen Harra is a renowned psychologist, intuitive, relationship expert, and best-selling author, and she's here to give you the miracle guidance you need. Her new call-in show, Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life, offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions, all for you. Dr. Harra's show aims to eliminate everyday problems, big and small, with topics like healing your relationships, reclaiming your power, achieving better health, dealing with loss, and so much more. Regain the joy, stability, and fulfillment you deserve to feel. Tune in to Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life with host Dr. Carmen Harra, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and find the answers you've been looking for.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to OMTimes Radio, to another episode of Miracle Guidance. I'm your host, Carmen Harra, and I am so happy to be with you tonight because every Tuesday at 7 p.m. is a night of celebrating wonderful ideas and having an opportunity to communicate with you. And tonight I want to celebrate a fabulous concept, and I want to teach you the power of your words, something that we don't really pay enough attention to. You'll be surprised to learn how much force lies within every syllable that you speak. And I'll try to teach you how to release your emotions, all that fear that exists within you, all that anger, all that sometimes dissatisfaction, and reshape the way you think and attract better situation by using your own words and using what I always call affirmation, because this is the way you actually can change your life, through your own words. I always give you examples, and I give everybody examples that Buddha used once, saying that better than 1,000 words is one word that brings peace. So you don't need to repeat many words and many phrases each day to feel better about yourself or to change your reality. You just need a simple, effective word or a simple, effective mantra to bring you that stability, that balance, that harmony, that peace, that stability, that courage that you need to transform things into your life. Because all of us, we go to moments of blockages, to moments of stagnation, to moments of insatisfaction. So what we need to do is be careful with our words, choosing to speak only those words beneficial to us and words that cultivate our highest good. Now, affirmation that you heard so many times, and people speak about affirmation for a long time, they actually help you purify your thoughts and restructure the dynamic of your brain, so you start to believe that nothing is impossible. The word affirmation comes from the Latin word, which means the Latin word affirmare, which originally means to strengthen, to make it steady, to make it more powerful. So what affirmation will do will strengthen, to help you believe in the potential of your action and to help you translate into reality the things that you say. Because when you verbalize your dreams, when you verbalize your intention, when you verbalize your ambition, you're empowering, yourself with a deep sense of reassurance. So it's then when your words will become reality. Many times we said reality reflects what the mind projects, but reality reflects what the words project. And affirmation are proven methods of self-improvement because of their ability to rewire the brain. One of my major beliefs is that the brain needs constantly to be rewired. It's exactly like physical exercise. If you don't exercise, your muscles, your bones, weaken. So we need to constantly raise the level of the feel-good hormones and create new clusters of positive thought, neurons, like, like something that needs to be built in the brain, because those clusters of neurons are constantly forming in the brain, but we need to create those positive ones. So in the sequence of thought, speech, action, affirmation play an integral role by breaking patterns of negative thoughts, negative speech, and in turn, negative action. So if you think you think negatively in your brain, you will actually verbalize something negatively, and consequently, you will have a negative action. So what you speak is what you get, go hand in hand. So that's because what you think, you actually speak. So what you speak, you will actually do. So what you do, you will actually become. So the French philosopher Descartes, 300 years ago, was the first one who said, I think, therefore I am. But that's kind of an incomplete statement. So what I think, I actually am. That would be a better way of putting it. So no word is actually empty. And this next statement belongs to me. And I remember that even Oprah used this at some point in one of her magazine, in her magazine actually. And this is how I put it. I said, every sound you make engages energy towards or against you. So no word is empty word, because every sound that exists within the word carries a specific energy. And that energy works in your favor or works against you. Because if you say, I'm not good enough, I'm not liked, I'm not appreciated, then those vibrations within the words and the words itself will operate against you. If you say, well, I am, powerful, I am good enough, I am going to succeed, the energy that the sound will carry will actually empower you. So since the dawn of time, we heard about mantras, people chanting, so affirmation exists in different forms since humans have developed a system of speech. So this goes back hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago. So they were first used as a way of asking the universe for what we need to survive. This is the way we try first at the beginning. We go back so long in time, we needed to communicate. We chanted for the rain when the earth was dry. So we asked God, by chanting, God help us to get rain. It's interesting that we were way more connected with the higher force out there. Now we completely disconnected. And at the beginning, there was this saying that God sent us on earth to put all the pieces that are broken together and create oneness. Well, guess what? We're not only not able to do that, but we broke the world completely. Because if you look at the world we are living in now, that's my statement, and that's my understanding of the world we are living. With all these technologies, we are more disconnected. And this is the paradox. All this social media that are supposed to connect us cannot disconnect us more from the reality of the world, from the beauty of the universe, from the forest, from the animals, from the ecosystem, from the nature. And we are connecting through those devices. I'm going to probably walk away from the stopping and express my disappointment in what the humans are doing through all this technological system. But going back into the way we were communicating with the divine through our own system of speech, repeating phrases that were vital to culture and tradition, or tribes all over the globe, before the modern societies were formed. I mean, if we go back in time, in Hinduism, in Buddhism, it is fascinating how mantras were like sacred sounds, that possess that spiritual force behind it. Om Yo Merenge Kyu, or different ones talking about time radio, no Padre Hum. So the the sound, the resonance, the meaning, the power behind the phrase, within the frequency, within the sound. In Buddhism, chanting during a meditation was a key part of the ceremonies in the Hindu tradition. And music actually evolved from chanting. We start chanting, and then the music became to life. And that's one of the reasons that the verse and the chorus of a song are repeated several times. This goes back to the practice of the initial way music was created. So affirmation can be thought as a form of prayer originally, except in the present tense, as if the things we're praying are happening right now. And we are asking for them to happen now. So as I said, words are responsible for everything we hold to be true. But rarely do we recognize the magnitude of our words. You tell yourself things every day without paying attention to what they can do to you and what are they affirming to be true. So out of habit, you might tell yourself, oh my God, I'm so scared. Oh my God, I'm tired. Oh, I'm desperate. Oh my God, I'm stuck. This is what I'm hearing you saying all the time. I'm not good enough. But you don't actually realize that your words become the truth of your life. And they got stuck. They got stuck there, creating those clusters of neurons and creating your reality. Because you can go beyond that reality that you are affirming. So a major step to change your life is changing the way you relate to your problem by extension, the way you speak about them. When a problem comes up, is what the words do you, the question is, what words do you use to describe a situation? Do you tell others that you are a victim, that you are hopeless, that this is what your boss did to you and this is what your husband did to you? And that's what you will continue to experience. So you have to take control of the things that threaten to take control over you. So I'm always explaining people, be aware not to get trapped into a pattern of behavior. You get trapped into patterns of behavior without realizing, and that's the danger that of not being aware of the way the brain functions. Now I remember, I'm related to myself. All my life I was fascinated by the fact that I grew up in a small town somewhere in the northern part of Romania, in an area that everybody heard about, Dracula, called Transylvania. We had no running water. And I was 3-4 years old, and I saw myself on stage. I was just a child. And I don't know where all these images came in my head. I saw myself wearing a gold sparkling dress and singing in front of other people. And I was looking at my mom, and I was telling her, Mom, I'm going to be a singer. And my mom says, yes, my dear. Yeah, my mother thought that she just had a crazy kid. And she always thought that I'm going to go and work in a bank, exactly like my dad. But I insisted, and I said, no. I remember that I went to college, and I wanted to go to study music, and my parents were so upset. But I kept on insisting, no, I need to. So I finally went and went to a school in psychology and studied something just to please my parents. But I was fueled by my intuition, but I spoke my dreams. I spoke what I saw. I spoke what I wanted to achieve. I affirmed my talent that nobody believed in other than myself. And I thought I needed to take the right action. And I did everything I could, and I finally, became a teenager, famous singer as a teenager, touring all over Europe, which I still went to college. So, but reality is that I became familiar with the force of the spoken word as an early age. And when someone told me no, I said yes instead of that no. So I recognize that affirmation release our needs into universe. When we think something, we create an idea. And our thoughts need to be completed because they are contained within our minds. They don't travel beyond our energy field. You know, people speak a lot about law of attraction, which they don't really quite understand. People don't understand the story with the law of attraction, which is actually an incomplete law, because there are many laws. I wrote a book, The 11 Principle, and one of the law of the irresistible law of attraction, which you can make a soup with one ingredient. So there are many laws in the universe. But the theory is that it's missing something, because when you speak, you send your thoughts out on a mission. Your thoughts go on a mission to manifest. So visualization are good tools for expanding your desires, but they must be accompanied by affirmation and action in order to change circumstances in the real world. Think a little bit. Imagine a world in which no one speaks to each other, and there are only thoughts. The world would be stagnant without speech. Nothing can get done without communication. Communication is key. So the universe needs to hear you. You need to declare your hopes. You need to speak out your wishes. You need to speak out your goals. You need, in order to help them happen. You can't become what you think unless you share your intention with the divine, with the world around. And then you can accomplish, you know, that art of the self-empowering speech, you know, because there's an art of the spoken word. This is an art. So we already know that our words are extremely powerful tools. So consequently, I said, let's tonight reinvent our reality according to their influence. I'm going to take a break, and we're going to go and take your calls. And as I said, we will speak to become. I'll be back in a minute.
The best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
OMTimes magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organisation, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Connect at omtimes.com. OMTimes, creating a more conscious lifestyle.
My name is Victor Furman. Some call me The Voice. I've always been fascinated with human nature, spirituality, science, and the crossroads at which they meet. Join me Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio, and we'll explore these topics and so much more on Destination Unlimited.
Melissa from Michigan. I work an extra part-time job serving lunch at my child's school, but I still can't afford to put food on our table.
Daniel from California. Choosing whether to pay the rent or pay to fix the car to get to work doesn't leave us with much at all. Now we can't even pay for meals.
Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
And I'm back on OMTime Radio, talking about the power of sound. Words are formed by sounds, which each sound holds a specific resonance. Like the very first word at the Bible are, in the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and God was the Word. So according to the Bible, our world was created out of chaos and was created with a word, with a sound. It is interesting to know that the Bible begins with only the mention of God and His Word, and out of the Word an entire universe was formed. So sounds are frequencies, and we are made of energy, frequency, vibration, energy. Invisible waves that travel through the air and carry energy. Even though we can't see sound, they exist. We don't see the air, we don't see our thoughts, but they exist somewhere in this world. They carry magical healing qualities. If you heard about Ayurveda, which is the science of life, you can heal yourself through those techniques of the sound therapy. I'm a firm believer in the sound therapy. Let's say if you work on your voice, you might practice with your voice the sound therapy. So let's say you practice your vocals and you do consonants or vowels. You will be amazed to see that your own sound that you make with your voice will stop somewhere in the body. And that sound goes somewhere where you have less energy. Let's say your knee hurts, you have a headache, you have a problem with your shoulder. That sound will hit that part where this energy is low, trying to replenish that vibration. And it's interesting that the sound therapy is extremely beneficial in charging the body with those frequencies. And they carry, as I said, every letter of the alphabet, for instance, carries a different vibration energy. Like the Harra therapy. I took this name, exactly like Lady Gaga is not called Lady Gaga. Carmen Harra is not called actually Carmen Harra. It's a form of therapy. So the Harra therapy, I was so impressed by the power of the name Harra that I wanted to be my name because it means healing. And it has that vibration energy within the name. So it's important to pay attention to the sound of your own name to understand what it means to you and what it means to other people. So coming back to affirmation that are good, they can reduce your stress. They can change your state of, they can heal you from whatever you might have. It's fascinating the power of healing that the sound has. But when you let out your thoughts, your words affect actually the entire universe, because what you speak travels all over the ways of the universe and causes ripple effects in the possibility of the future. When you say things like, I can't, or this will never happen, you actually create limitation in your potential. So the little ripple traveling through the universe meets a dead end. When you say, I can, it will happen to me. Believe it or not, it will happen. Because then you clear a path ahead. I will never forget that my husband was relatively young, diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. And the doctor told him in 2007 that he will die in a matter of weeks, probably 2 months. Then we went there, me and my kids, and he looked at the doctor and he said, you are wrong. I'm not going to die. I am going to live for a number of years. And it was true. My husband lived a number of years. So the doctor was wrong. So what I'm trying to say, don't let anybody tell you anything wrong. Don't let anybody use their own words against you, especially when it's a matter of life and death. Never allow anybody to make a negative prediction for you, because it will happen because of the force of those words. Because words can be damaging to a person if they are misused. And physical scars close away, but emotional and mental scars, verbal abuse, they never heal or disappear, believe it or not. I work as a therapist for many years, and I've seen people that develop such trauma in time and post-traumatic stress disorder because they've been abused. So never allow anybody to use harsh words against you. Stop those people right in their track. Don't even let them finish their sentence. Because no matter how strong or confident a person is, a part of you has to always reflect back on that person's negative words and wonder, is that reality true? Is that reality that I want to embrace? If a mother tells a daughter, you'll never marry, you're not good enough, my God, that is pretty dramatic. Because these are hurtful words, that enter your brain, and they got glued to your memory, believe it or not. So what I'm trying to say is that bad words are stored, and they like door stop. They will never let anybody, you know what I mean, to break to that wall and open that door completely. It's just so damaging. But as I always said, reality reflects what the mind projects. It actually reflects what the words project. So your words are like seeds that are planted on earth and then are waiting to come to life, to grow and to come to fruition. So be careful of your words and plant them on earth, because you cannot take them back. Be careful what you say. You can never take them back. So once they spoken, the words will remain eternally within the energy of the universe. Your words can be vehicle of joy and vessel of pain, so choose them wisely. Think a million times before you say something. So if you want to talk to me tonight, and I think I have a lot of callers, I will appreciate if you call at 202-570-7057, because my producer is, like always, wonderful, and he will connect you with me. And I'm going to also use tonight some of my affirmation that I use for Huffington Post in one of my most shared articles I ever wrote for a magazine. The 35 affirmations that I wrote for Huffington Post that can change your life. And I'm going to tell you that I am is the single most important phrase you'll ever speak, because that follows. These two words indicate who you are. I am. It determines that you believe and you allow yourself to live this life. I am becomes the more potent expression ever. It redefines you. I want you to say every day, I am confident, I am beautiful, I am ready, I am the architect of my life, I am powerful, more powerful than my pay. I am in love with who I am becoming. I am in control of my life. I am worthy. I am attracting the perfect person. I am healthy. I'm stable. I'm sound. I'm unstoppable. I'm superior to negativity. I'm talented. I'm emotionally pure. I'm extremely successful. I am happy. I am loved. I'm resilient. I'm purposeful. I'm limitless. I'm fearless. I'm beautiful. I'm alive. I'm evolving. I'm bold. I'm desired by my partner. I'm free. I'm well knowing. I'm proud of myself. I'm vibrant. I'm reborn. I'm unafraid. So keep on going like this. I'm in control of my own destiny. I am my own best friend. I am protected. I am magic. I'm at peace. I'm detached from what does not deserve me. So keep on going and create your own I am affirmation, because they have such an incredible impact on your state of being. And I'm going to go to Jane from Canada. Hi, my dear Jane. How are you?
Hi, Carmen. I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm so excited to do my show on this topic, because I really believe in what I'm doing right now. How are you?
Yeah. I'm doing okay.
What can I do for you tonight, my dear?
Well, I just recently lost my job of nearly 14 years.
Okay.
Just want to know.
I feel it's for your own good.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel.
Don't say you lost it. Say the universe has a better plan for you. Everything that is happening, there's good in the bad. There's something, meaning there's a new beginning. There is another workplace for you. I feel it's in a different area, less stressful, somewhere with new people, and you're gonna have a sense of a new energy. I feel here where you were in the last 2 years, things were relatively stagnant. There was no progress. Do you agree with me?
Yes, That's right. I was really unhappy. So
That's what I'm saying. No problem. When you reach a stage and you feel I'm not progressing, I'm not moving forward, I'm stagnant, I want something else, I want to flourish, I want to move to the next. We always in life we want to move to the next phase, to the next way of evolving, and you are not. So then stagnation was the sense that you got in that place, and you are not appreciated. I hate to say that, in that place anymore. And so I say, listen, they did you a favor because first of all, they couldn't appreciate anybody anymore. It's not only you. Don't take it personal. It's something general going on in that place, and that place is in trouble, in my sense, intuitively. They have issues, I don't know who's in charge of that business, but they in trouble. I see you finding another place. I see you finding it somewhere in the next month and a half. Make sure they give you some compensation or something, because I feel like they should give you something for what they did to you. And I think yes, you will get that. And by April, with the help of a woman who has, in my opinion, an EM name, Emily EM, something like that. And this woman is medium in height. She's very sweet. She's around in her 40s. This woman is going to help you get another job. You work somewhere on something with six floors, six something. It's on a corner of you work in a place where there's a corner of a building. I have a sense. It's like I go with you and travel in time. I see where you're going to be. And I love it. It's a position that it's going to be way better for you. You know what? Keep on seeing it. Work on seeing it. Work on verbalizing it. Say every single day, I am ready for my new job. I'm worthy. I am talented. I am preparing myself for a new adventure, I am proud of myself. I am reborn. My life is just beginning. My path is carving towards greatness. So keep on doing this. Keep on putting that good vibes and good energy into making this happen. Because I really see this working for you very well. And feel free to call the very moment this is happening for you, because I am not at all worried for where you're going. On the contrary, I have a sense of joy. It's like, hey, this is going. One day you will say, well, thank God those people did to me whatever they did, because look where I am, and this is so much better for me.
Oh, I look forward to that when
yes.
that day comes.
So look at this. What? What did you say?
Well, so I'm trying to negotiate with them, for a higher severance pay, because they're giving me the minimum. And,
no, negotiate. Don't let them do this to you. Don't let them do this to you. Already whatever they did is wrong overall. You know what I mean? So eventually if we might need somebody to represent you, because always when you're alone in the fight, your chances of winning the fight are slim. But if you get like an attorney on board or somebody who can write them a letter on your behalf, they're not going to be that happy, and they will be forced to give you what you deserve. That's what I'll do if I were you. I'll get an attorney to write them a letter.
Well, I consulted with a lawyer, and they said, trying to negotiate and tell them that, give me at least 12 months pay for severance, because I've been with the company for 14 years.
That's what I'm saying. My God, you deserve so much from this company.
Yeah, so now I'm just waiting for the response. I haven't heard back from them.
But did the lawyer reach out to them?
No, actually, this one lawyer that got back to me, she just suggested, just to send them a letter. And
that's exactly what I'm saying. A letter will do it, and you don't have to pay a lot for a letter. Any lawyer will do you a letter for $200 or something like that. Anyone will do a letter for a minimum pay,
Well, I did this on my own because the lawyer said,
Oh, so good. So, but have it look like it comes from an authority, from somebody who legally might represent you, you know. Or if you want, you can add on your own letter, my attorney such and such, and put the name of your attorney. Will contact you in case we don't reach an agreement. So be strong. You need to stand up for yourself.
What do you think the chances are of them increasing the severance pay?
You have all the chances. All the chances.
You think so? Oh, good.
All the chances, I promise you. Don't be intimidated by them. They are extremely unfair. They owe you this big time. They have the potential to give it to you. And if not, you can take them to court and win in a heartbeat. You win in a heartbeat.
Really? Okay.
But I really feel like you need a lawyer, a name of a lawyer or somebody that you can get a consultation with, and eventually, my opinion with ideal will be have a lawyer write the letter, not you know?
Oh, well, that was the first step. It was me writing the letter, because this one lawyer said, you know.
You can start by you writing the letter, but at the end of the letter, you can add, like, my attorney that I've consulted in this matter is willing to take it further on. You know what I mean? Like, you show them, hey, I already have somebody legal on board, and if we're not resolving it amiable between me and you, then my attorney will take it further from here. You understand? So, in other words, you let them know that, hey, don't mess up with me because I know my rights, and you better honor my rights for all these years that I've been working here. And if you're not doing it, I will involve my attorney.
Yes. I have till Thursday to sign the release form, and I'm just waiting for an answer. I'm sure they'll get back to me at least tomorrow, because Thursday's the deadline.
I will let them know all the way from the start, and I will not allow them to buy time into it. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't let them trick you. I don't find them enough honest. I hate to say that.
Well, you know what I mentioned to the HR director is that I experienced bullying at work. I don't know if that's gonna.
I love that. Yeah. But if whatever you say, make sure you add the legal part, because these people can be only intimidating when there's a legal person on board. If you say whatever you want to say, they will completely disregard. I hate to say that. They are not intimidated if it's only you. If it's a lawyer on board, then they take it into consideration.
Okay. Well,
please do that. You will win on a spot immediately. If you have a lawyer, they know there's a lawyer on board, they're not gonna, argue. And on top, if you use that card, and if that happens to you, they're in big trouble.
Oh, wow.
And it will give it to you without any comments. And you will win. I promise you will win this one. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. Well, I better consult again with a lawyer tomorrow. And
yes. Okay, my love. I take a break, and I thank you so much for your call. And you will win this one, my love. I promise you.
Thank you. Oh, I look
forward to
that.
I love you, my Jane. Bye, sweetheart. Bye, my love.
Thank you.
The best of holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Ascending Hearts is no ordinary dating site, but a spiritual dating site with a purpose, to link you with your soulmate. We engineer the serendipity so you can trust that you will attune with someone that has the same matching vibration as you. Ascending Hearts, the conscious dating site for the spiritually aware. Try Ascending Hearts for free. AscendingHearts.com.
I'm Kathy Williams, host of Sexy Mom Abundant Life radio show on Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. On the show, we explore living abundantly in every area of your life. Ways to let go of limiting patterns and beliefs and to step into the flow of creativity and possibility, knowing you are supported by the universe.
I'm Fidel Nshambo. I was born in a city called the Bukavu in the Congo. We were a loving family, and then, boom, everything that I had disappeared in a single day. People think that when you are a refugee and they resettle you to America and all your problems are done. They don't understand that that's the beginning of everything. I was not born a refugee. I was made one.
It's time we welcome refugee families with open arms. Learn more at embracerefugees.org, brought to you by the Ad Council.
And I'm back on OMTime Radio, talking about the power of the sound and the healing through the sound therapy. And I'm going to continue to take calls, and I think my next call is Mary. Hi, my lovely Mary. How are you, my dear?
Hi, Carmen. Thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely. How can I help you, Mary?
Well, I've been in a relationship for 10 months, and we've been talking about, he actually brought up to us moving in together because he got a job that's like an hour away from the city we live in. And he kind of mentioned marriage too, but I feel confident about it until I talk to my family that, are totally against it. My mom and one of my sisters. So they just
your mom and your sister are not marrying this man. And they're not living with him. It's you marrying this man. And they have I always talk in my books about the external influences, how bad they are and how wrong they are, and we should not allow them to happen. And they are not, I'm just very concerned why they interfere, because they're not right about this.
My mom has a very negative mind when it comes to step-parents, because I have a daughter. And my mom had a very bad stepfather, and she feels like the first thing she told me was like, oh, well, you're going to leave your daughter with me, because, what if she gets molested or something? I'm like, what? I'm like,
you see, what did I say during the whole show? That the bad words, they stick in your memory, and they create negative imprints and negative situation, and that you subconsciously are traumatized by words like this, and they will impact your action in a bad way. So your mother speaks because she had a bad experience. It doesn't mean your experience bad. And I personally, I think I'm intuitive. With modesty, I tell you, I think I'm a good intuitive. And I'm a therapist in the same time. But I will tell you, this man will treat you nice, and you will have a good marriage with him. And I personally see you marrying this man and having a good marriage, and this man is not going to do anything wrong to your daughter, nor to you, and you will be happy with him, and you deserve to be happy, and your mother should not interfere. And I will not fight with my mom if I were you. I will just do what I think is right for myself, and I will not argue with her, because you're in a dead end arguing with her. You're not going to get anywhere arguing with her. She will continue with her belief. Her belief is what happened to her. You can never change her belief. She will continue to think that this man is bad, and any man coming in your life because you have a daughter will be a bad man, So that will happen with anybody coming in your life. That's what she thinks. So what she thinks is a problem. But don't let that destroy your life, because you will never forgive her if you go with her imprint, with her thoughts. So don't let that happen. Love this man because he will be good to you. I personally feel very good about this guy, and I do think this will work for you very well. And I want you to put the good energy into it.
Yes, absolutely. It just worries me to leave them because they're so used. I live with my mom and my sister who's disabled, so I will be moving out of the house. So I think she's been.
You know what? Move out of the house. Move out of the house. You will feel a different person. You will feel way better. You will change your whole way of expressing yourself. You will feel, I'm not moving out of the house doesn't mean abandoning them, doesn't mean anything. You have the right to live your life, You have a life to live, and you have the right. No guilt. No, there's no guilt into it. Everybody has the right to live their own life. And you have the right to live your life. And you're not supposed to be a victim of that situation. You know, you're not supposed to be victimized by the fact that your mother had a daughter that is disabled and that's your sister, and for that it doesn't mean you have no right to live your life. You understand what I mean? So I'm trying to give you the strength that you are who you are, and in your own destiny there is this man, and this man will make you happy and will make your daughter happy, and you will be a different person. You will live a beautiful life and you'll feel fulfilled as a woman, and this way you'll even help your mother more. And I don't think it's normal for you to live the rest of your life with your mom. I think you have to be a normal woman and have a family. And the universe loves you. God loves you and gives you this chance and gives you a man who cares about you and wants to be with you and wants to marry you. So never bring that to this man, because that's gonna make him demoralized and wants to take a step back and no, don't. You know what I mean? Make peace with it, and don't feel guilt. There's no guilt into it. You know, you should not be guilty. I don't know how to convince you that there's no place for guilt here. Your mother should be guilty for making you feel trapped that you are responsible to live the rest of your life with her. That is wrong on her part. You know, but you cannot say anything because you are somehow a caretaker of her. You have to take care of her. You have to take care of your sister. That's unfair. Everybody has the right to their own life, you know. You can be responsible, help your mother, help your sister in whichever way you can, but you have the right to your own life. I'm sorry.
I will. Thank you so much. Do you
Please.
still having any kids, Miss Carmen?
Yes, absolutely. I see you having a beautiful son.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
I love you, Mary, and please call me. Please call me. Please invite me to your wedding. I would love to come.
Yes, you told me one time that I was going to get married and you were going to sing in my wedding. You said that.
I did. I will sing at your wedding. And send me your address. I'm going to send you my newest album, my newest CD. I want to send it to you to have it, and I'll send you a book. Just text me on my phone, 917-771-6035. Text me your address, and tomorrow morning I send you my CD and one of my books, and I love you. And I love you, and please be happy. You deserve it. I love you, Mary. Okay, my love. Bye, sweetheart. Bye, my love. I'm going to go to Teresa from Chicago. Hi, my lovely Teresa. How are you?
Hi, Carmen. How are you?
It's good to talk to you. Absolutely.
Well, I'm really struggling with a fella that I met probably 30 years ago in college.
Mm-hmm.
We rekindled our friendship over, I don't know, 15 years ago, and he was married with 3 kids, and
he still is married.
Well, his wife just died, and that's the situation.
Oh, okay.
now.
So doesn't call him a married man, calls him a widow.
Right. So he's now a widow. We would go out over the years, even when he was married, just as friends, but very close relationships.
Right.
And I kind of left him alone for a couple years because I didn't think I had a lot of feelings for him, and I didn't think that. I have just saw this backup noise.
But I really think that this is gonna work for you, dearest. I think this is gonna work. If you know how to handle it, if you become a little bit stronger, he's a little bit lost for a while. I don't know what, probably from the loss of his wife, he just feels he doesn't know what to do with his life. You have to be the strong one, you know, in this couple.
Well, he's dating someone now.
No, I don't see that serious. Oh, she did move with him? So that woman was strong. She just moved with him. I don't know why she did that, because that relationship is not working.
Well, they've been together, living together for about 6 months now, but they've been dating.
Well, exactly the way she moved in, she will moved out.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
But
no, she will move
I
out.
talked to him, and he said that he he always thought of us as friends, and he was in a committed relationship that he didn't feel he had the feelings for me, and he didn't see us dating when I saw him a year ago. But I kind of expected him to let me down easy because he's that kind of a guy. I don't think he wanted to hurt me.
Well, what I
We've been
think, I
friends.
feel like he's weak. I feel like this woman kind of took advantage. People sometimes can be weak. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I think this woman took advantage and she decided to move with him. But I don't think that's a compatible relationship. And I feel like there's something about this woman that I'm not feeling good about, And I have a sense that when is the last time you talked to him?
About almost 6 months ago in the summer.
6 months ago?
Yeah.
And see, the last 6 months you are not talking to each other?
No. He said I can reach out and call him anytime. He'll always take my
But
calls.
he didn't actually try to reach out to you.
No.
So my feeling is that he will reach out to you in the next 1 or 2 months when this woman will be actually out of his life. I feel like this woman will actually either leave him or something's going to happen and he will reach out to you. But I also feel like during the month of April or May, you do meet someone else. Right by the time he will reach back to you, I have a feeling that someone else will come into your life, who's actually 2 or 3 years younger than you, who is also alone, takes care of a granddaughter because something happened. I don't know what happened to this man. I don't see him having a wife, and I see that something happened to him. He takes care of a granddaughter, that I can tell. And he's a very lovely man, and he's alone. And so I do see a choice between the new man that you don't even know yet and this man who will come back into your life and kind of come back because this woman left him, and he will try to resurface and reconnect with you. So it's going to be your choice between these two situations. From where you are right now, when there's pretty much nobody, you will be in a situation of a choice. It's going to be very interesting, Teresa. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, it's hard for me to let him go. Everyone thinks
you
I
don't
should
have
just
to.
move on.
I want you to keep on calling me on the show and let me know when and if I were you, I'll reach out to him just to say hello. Just to say hello as a friend, Just because I know that there's something wrong in that relationship with that woman.
Yeah. Well, the problem is I know who she is, and I go on Facebook, which is the worst, and I see...
But do you agree with me that something is not right there? Do you agree with me?
Yeah, I just don't know how he allowed her to live with him,
Well, because she was aggressive and she just moved with him, She felt him weak and she just decided to abuse the situation.
Well, he did tell me he was lonesome in this big house without his wife.
That was it, and she just took advantage,
Yeah.
She just abused the situation in her favor. But exactly the way she did, that's exactly the same way she's going to exit this, because this is not going to work between them two. They're not a match and they're not compatible.
Oh, okay. That sounds good.
And this is the kind of a woman that can move very quickly into somebody else and let him go. Yeah, this is a woman who let him go and move with somebody else in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And then he will come back regretting that he allowed this to happen. I still see him back into your life, but in a funny way, the universe is like opening another door for you. It's showing you something else.
Well, that's good. I'm working really hard. I had lost my job, and I turned 61 this year, and
God bless you, my love. You're young.
I thought this was my turn, and
it is.
Never been married.
It is. It will be. You will be. You will make it happen. This year to the end of the year, you will see. I keep on seeing an R name, somebody with an R. I see the initial R. I see you getting another job. I see you getting a place to work. And I like the new place to work. Even if you might work probably not on a daily basis, like 3-4 days a week. So your life will change, I promise you. Keep me posted. Call me on the show anytime you want. I want to help you. I want to guide you through a way better reality. Okay, my love. Thank you so much for calling me.
Thank you.
I love you,
Have a
sweetheart.
nice evening.
You too,
Thanks.
my love. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to go to Leilani if I have another minute. Hi, Leilani.
Hi, Carmen. How are you?
Hi, beautiful girl. How are you?
I'm okay. I guess I wanted to convey to you, I know everything you were talking about tonight, and I believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel exhausted from doing all
But
this
do you pay attention what you say? Do you pay attention to your words? You say, I feel exhausted. Why you say that?
Well, I feel exhausted from doing all this work. We have to catch our
No,
thoughts.
you don't. You don't feel exhausted. No, you don't feel exhausted. No. So take it back and say, I'm excited. I'm excited. Call me on my line, Leilani, okay? Call me back. And for everybody listening, I'm Carmen Harra. I'm the end of the show. Thank you so much for listening. And I want you to use affirmation to empower your state of being and to transform your life for better. I'll be with you next week, same place, same time, OMTime Radio. And thank you so much for listening, and be blessed and have a beautiful evening.